Why do I feel colder after drinking Red Bull? Anywho, welcome to the video where I, a brilliant person, that's gonna have to wait. Yeah, good enough. Right, welcome to the video. Today's brilliant topic that obviously I came up with is gonna be about how to be a good listener. Advice from someone who doesn't shut up. First piece of advice: shut up. And so far, it's been the best piece of advice I've ever heard. I actually was getting ready to do an interview with someone, was watching a TED Talk 20 minutes before the interview. Best and first piece of advice guy said was, shut up. Because apparently, and it's a quote I came up with, and it's absolutely brilliant, that when you shut up, people tend to be a lot more intelligent and interesting. So, yeah, first things first is just shut your mouth. And, yeah. Out of the whole video, this is going to be the most valuable piece of advice. And letting other people speak. Second piece of advice: take interest in what is being said without wanting to reply. Waiting to reply. In the sense of, I didn't notice myself do this until like some TED Talk or something pointed it out, that we listen in order to reply. But what if we just listened in order to listen, to truly understand and comprehend the person? And something that blew my mind, because I'm like, oh god, I'm an this whole time. I've just been listening to reply and to get my message in. And I still notice myself having that urge to speak so others can listen to me, because I'm amazing and phenomenal and very interesting. Oh, other people are interesting as well. But when it comes to actually taking interest, I mean listening in order to hear what they're saying, listening in order to understand the story, in order to be interested and truly hear their perspective, and not just pay attention to what they're saying, but to their body language, tone of voice, but to be aware of what the story is about, genuinely being interested. And only after they finish talking do you think about a reply. First things first, listen, actually take in all the information, and then maybe think of how to reply. Because I've noticed myself so many times listening and just like already constructing a reply, so not fully paying attention to the person, not fully taking the time to listen, comprehend the story to its full extent, but more like focusing on what can I say. So basically multitasking, and multitasking doesn't work, it doesn't exist, it's a load of BS. So yeah, taking time to really focus on the person, focus on the story, and listen to them. Third one goes into compassion, in a sense of listen like you would like to be listened to. When you feel heard, it's such a magical and beautiful feeling where someone genuinely takes the time to listen to you, to try to understand what you're saying, to maybe respond later on, but in a meaningful way. It's one of the most magical feelings, like being heard and being understood. Now imagine if you get to give that to other people, like you get to actually improve someone's day or even life. And it's something definitely working on, specifically the compassion part. But in a more practical sense, it's about focusing on the story, focusing what the person is saying, and how they feel about it, and actually trying to step into their shoes and feel that story the same way they would. And then unshutting up, asking follow-up questions, just because you're curious, you want to continue being interested, and it shows that you are genuinely interested. It shows that you were listening and you're interested in the story. So yeah, for that little bit, you can unshut up, ask a question, and then shut up again, and let it be about the other person and not yourself, sweetheart. In the sense of, I'm a very insecure person. I love making everything about me. Love it. It's like butter on my egg rolls. But leads to a lot of unhappiness and has led to depression quite a couple of times. And focusing on it being about the other person and their life and their interests. And for that moment, letting them have the spotlight. Letting them have that validation or love and affection that you would receive when you talk a lot. Like that interest. Like the interest that you receive from others when you talk, try to give that same level and same quality of interest to the person you're talking to and listening to. I've noticed that has made me a better listener, where I truly stand there with my mouth shut and listen to them and what they have to say and how they're saying it, and being interested in their story. In summary, listening is something I've been learning for almost 2 years now, when I realized I didn't realize, someone told me. So girl did not come to this realization herself. I'm not that smart or self-aware. But it's something I've been learning for the past 2 years. And the fascinating part is that they are very, like, I found maybe one book on how to listen, and ironically I did not finish that book, and I really should. But I found maybe one book on how to listen, and there's so many books on how to get other people to listen to you, so bunch of goddamn narcissists. Obviously me being one of them, so no judgment. Speaking from experience. But in a world where everyone wants to speak, learning to listen can be a massive gift to yourself, to others, and to your career opportunities, actually. Because when you are able to really listen, follow instructions well, follow orders well, follow interests and news, and actually truly stand there and listen, you tend to be a lot more enriched than if you were speaking. A worthwhile skill, actually, for your career development and just as a person, learning to listen. People tend to like me for that. Not always, but I'm learning to be better at it. Anywho, if you have enjoyed the video, leave a like, and leave a comment. I feel like I'm getting comfortable with that, because I don't care, we're all gonna die, so it's okay. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you liked it, and have a beautiful day. Bye.